Is the Mussar Persian Noach. It's interesting. Last week, everybody went to shul. We talked about the creation of Hashem, the first day, second day, third day. Everyone's so excited. Hashem created this beautiful world. Now, if you want to buy merchandise, you see the consumer report, and you find out what was the merchandise is about. Now you come to shul, second week after Breshit, it's Persian Noach. In other words, it's very interesting that the way that our Baruch works, put the parasha of Noach here. We would not have done something like that. After Parashat Bereshit, we should have, some glorious of creation and everything. Now, boom, the world has to be destroyed. Right after Parashat Bereshit, we come to Shabbat in the Shul, and we become so disappointed. All of the excitement of the Bereshit would be gone. Now, it's very interesting that Hakadosh Baruch Hu deals with this Bria in a way, this creation in a way, to maintain them, to give them direction and destiny. In other words, Parashat Noach is a beautiful parasha to teach us what's the purpose of life. Purpose of creation of Hashem was not just having people around. Yes, if the purpose is just having people around, have fun, and whatever that they do, there should be some type of business and entertainment, then somebody gathered everybody in his house to educate them. Everybody was playing around, fun, joking, and no education, nothing. So what's the purpose of it? Purpose is that people should come. But is there an education? No. In other words, Torah is telling us HaKadosh Baruch Hu's purpose of creation of Adam is to educate him, to give him direction. Now it's very interesting that Chazal tell us that they did three great averot. One avodah zarah, idol worshiping, adultery, and gezerah. And the gezerah thing was lichtam on gezerah, on stealing. Now Maharal asked why on gezerah. Gezerah is not the most strict one. Avodah zarah, idol worshiping, adultery is more strict one. Gezerah means adam lechaviro, adam to his people. And if a person, that's very strict, adam lechaviro, because to maintain people together. Once people steal from each other, then there's no existence. They can't exist, they coexist together. That uproots the root of existence. That's why the Gezdardin was on Chametz. Now, what does Baruch Hu do? Hashem brought in Mabul. Mabul is water. Now, Zohar HaKadosh says, just like the creation was water, before the creation, the world went back to the first original creation of water all over. And that is the point to say that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, a lot of times you tell people, that's what Yeshua said, doesn't matter. Whatever that happens to millions of people should happen to me. Interesting. The second portion in Torah is coming to give us this message. Hashem is not, don't think like that. It's not such a remedy, such an answer. What happens to the rest of the world should happen to me. What do you mean? The rest of the world is going to be destroyed. They're going to be destroyed. That is the point. Hashem wants us to grow. That's the purpose of life. No matter what the price is, the person has to grow. Mashal, parable to what? Is the parable to house is burning, and somebody is sleeping in the bed. Now we have to save him. People come to save him. They take the bed, they want to take it out of the door. When they are taking it out of the door, the bed is bigger than the door. It doesn't fit in. Now some people say we have to cut the bed. Some people say that they have to cut the door. And they're arguing. Chacham comes and tells them, what are you doing? What are you busy with? You want to save this person. How? Therefore, what's the question? Save him. They say, no, we don't know how to get the bed out because the bed is bigger than the door. Should we cut the bed or cut the door? They say, fool, why are you doing that? You wake him up. Wake him up. But the truth of the matter is, Mabul come to teach us something. People don't want to get up. People want to be involved in cutting the bed or cutting the door. They don't want to get up. Because as soon as they get up, they feel responsible. They know there's a responsibility to carry. Nobody wants to get up. Nobody wants to get up. Nobody wants to get up. All of these things happen in a destroyer. Everybody has to be up. We have to be alert of what's happening. But nobody wants to do that. We want to think about, to be, in other words, we make ourselves busy very well, very well. It's a very interesting Yetzirah. So of course we want to save. But how do we save? Well, let's cut the bed. As long as it doesn't talk to me, the bed has to be cut. As long as the door has to be cut, it has nothing to do with me, it's good. But once I wake up, then I'm responsible. Then I don't want that to do that. But what if it doesn't get up? Wake him up. If he doesn't get up easily, water, hit him, and even injure him. It's worth it. Because we don't want to see ashes. Is it better to become ashes? Sometimes you have to injure and make injury. Now, the intensity of the injury depends how deep the person is sleeping. How deep the person is sleeping. If it's just sleeping little bit push is good enough. A little bit is enough. If just sleeping a little bit, the voice of Shofar or Shashana would have been enough. The intensity of what Hashem is doing, we realize how asleep we are, how deep the sleep is. HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to do all of these things to wake us up. All of these things are necessary to wake us up. Therefore, from intensity of that, you see how much we are sleeping. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings Mabul. Mabul, everybody thinks, I will punish them. But the Hatzal says, Mabul was the greatest bracha to filter the word, to make the word to be good. Now, what does the word of Mabul mean? I'm very interested to find out what's the word of Mabul. Mabul. Where does the word come from? How Rashi tells us. Always we have to go to Rashi. Rashi will tell us what's the word is. Now, Rashi tells us when the Aushwar who says that Hashem brings Mabul. Mabul, what does Mabul mean? Mabul, there are three roots that could make this word. Shebala et hakol. Rashi says the Mabul comes from Bala. Bala means wear out. Wear out. Bala et hakol. Mabul came to wear out everything. Bala et hakol from the root of Bala. Rashi says Bilbel et hakol. No. Maybe the source is Mabul is Bilbel. It comes to disturb everything, confuse everything, mix up everything together. Bilbel et hakol. That the water came and mixed up everything. Or welcome the word of Hobil. Hobil means takes everything. Water came and took everything. Very interesting. Rashi says, Chazal tell us there are three understandings in Mabul. It's punishment. One understanding is wear out everything. One understanding is disturb and mix up everything. One understanding is that he carries things from the top to the bottom. Right? The bottom comes from the top and brings everything down. Now Chazal tell us these three things are three avirot that they did. On the gezer, the money that is stored, what the money that you store, you think stays for you. Yes, blessing for you. The Mabul is where's it out? Doesn't let you use it. No, if they went and they did zenut, what does adultery means? They mixed up things that should not be mixed. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I created you that you should do in a right way. Right way. Zenut means mixing up zera with the lady that's not right, not proper. You mixed up things, I mixed up your life. I mixed up this measure, I measure. No, what about Avodah Zarah? You gonna worship something that you make an idol and you give kavod and honor to something that doesn't have kavod, doesn't deserve kavod. Substitute HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you make it to be high and you rely on. That's the thing that becomes your source of life, your source of existence. What do? I take it from the top to the bottom. Therefore, Mabul is not a punishment, it's a tikkun to fix up, to see what's the shortcoming. You rely on something, HaKadosh Baruch Hu bring you. You say, where I go? See, a lot of times I went to Israel. I saw this yeshiva. I was very excited with this yeshiva. Hashem learning Torah. But I have to admit, whenever that I went there, I saw the technology. I see how advanced the country is. every few months, you go there, you see new development, new technology, new Chokmah, new wisdom. I was very impressed. I was very proud. That was my pride. My country could grow so much. They have such a power, such not touchable, not competitive. Who could compete with such a power? Who could compete with such a technology, such an intelligence, such a chokhmah, such a wisdom? All of us, very inner part of us, we were so impressed, so impressed. We didn't relate it to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We didn't relate it to Hashem. We said, these people are doing a very good job. It's a beautiful job. They are doing that. No, we put things in the high position that they didn't belong there. What did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? From the Mabul, from the top to the bottom, such a bottom, that we cannot believe it. We cannot believe how could it happen in one day. Such a situation, such a thing could happen. It's Mabul. It's the power of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And this is education. It's not a punishment. It's education. To wake us up. Sometimes with the intensity to wake us up. Understand, you cannot put them high position, something that doesn't belong there. If you do that, there's a consequence of that. Go down so much that you can't believe what happened. Therefore, this is the way to fix that. And this is we can't have jump from WhatsApp to another WhatsApp, from one information to another information. This is the information to get to let HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the things that we have to do, we have to gather zechut and merit for the community. First and the most is to resolve any machlok in the community. Because the Midrash says, as long as Chalisot are together, the security of Israel, Satan cannot get in. The Surim cannot be in. Did that Hadin cannot be good. Unbelievable issue. Unbelievable issue. Israel are together, they are with Avodah Zarah, the Midrash says, they are worshiping idol. But the Midat cannot overcome, cannot get into it. Once they are in unity, they are together. The togetherness of Am Yisrael doesn't let anything inside, even with that didn't come inside. Therefore, comes out, they have to resolve any machlok, one protection. They have to resolve any. Therefore, as the members of the community, we could choose it. What we have to do, we have to get to resolve any machlok in town. Any machlok that you see, you should tell them. Any blood, we are responsible for that. No, we don't know. Maybe you're responsible. Because if it wasn't that machloket, maybe the blood would not be there. Maybe protection would come. Therefore, understand, nothing works it. When you put the subject that you have machloket about in scale with whatever that happened in Israel, losing so many lives and so many sorrows, so many anguish, and so many suffering, it's not worth it. And we should not be wondered. Wandered soldier is good for nothing. He doesn't help himself and depresses and weakens others. We have to empower ourselves and use all of the kochot together. Sechut and merit. Make people, and especially to bring the kochot. Those that are far away, bring them close. Make gathering for shurim, make gathering filo, do chesed, do kindness. Use time properly. And when it's zechut and merit, we tip the scale. And that's the zechut and merit for ourselves and for all the Ha'am Israel.